Welcome back, everyone. And today we're going to be talking about the Aspire card. I know. You guys are probably like, the last video you told us how horrible it was. Well, they actually have another card. They sent us another mail in offer. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about this card in particular and bring you guys up to speed on this card. I wanted to talk to you guys about this card so that you can see how important it is to read your mail in offers, because there's some of us that get these cards, get these offers, and we don't read them. And by having never read them, we end up applying for stuff that we don't want because we think that one thing is the other, right? So maybe you have a friend who got the mail in offer for this Aspire card and not the one for the last Aspire card. If you look at the two offers, they're going to look almost identical on paper until you read the numbers, right? So maybe your friend had this one, you got the offer for the last one, and you thought that that was the card, and then you end up getting the card and realizing that they've already swiped your card up. They're charging you all these, monthly fees and all this stuff. So let's go ahead and look at this particular card, right? So this Aspire card comes pre-approved with a $1,500 limit, which is double that of the last Aspire card. This card has no annual fee compared to the last card having a $175 annual fee for the first year, plus $150 maintenance fees, which came out to $12.50 a month, plus $50 for every year after the first year, plus an additional $25 for adding authorized users. The other card also had a 36% purchase, cash advance, and balance transfer APR, whereas this card has a 26% APR for purchases and a 29% APR for balance transfers. Once again, not great. Once again, you should not be revolving balances on any of these cards that you're using to start up and build when you're coming out of bankruptcy or anything of that nature. But it is especially important that if you do have to pay interest, that you're paying the least amount you that you would feel comfortable with, rather than having to pay extremely high interest rates. So, once again, there's no interest due on these cards as long as you pay your balance back within 25 days. Um, Now, as far as annual fees, there is no annual fee for this card, which is great. Now, one thing about this card that I'm still not a big fan of is they charge $25 for each authorized user. So, as far as having this card as a personal card for authorized, and you're adding a family member as an authorized user, and you're generally not, and you're genuinely not selling trade lines, I wouldn't really recommend this card. Now, if you're selling trade lines, this card is a card that you wouldn't have to really worry about getting closed out and messing up a banking relationship, because it's only going to be really this card that they offer that you'd even want. Um, you know, and you're going to be making more than $25 off of those authorized user cards. So whenever you add someone, pay the $25 a month, add them. Whenever you take them off, take them off, or have somebody ready to fill that spot up, and you can sell these trade lines for a lot more than $25 a month. As far as the balance transfer, um, fee is 3%. The cash advance fee is a minimum of $5 or 5%, whichever is greater. And the foreign transaction fee, of course, is 3%. Um, Still, so that didn't change. As well as the penalty fees for late payment and return payment are still $40, which is the current legal maximum. So looking at this card, um, I just really want to say that you have to pay attention to these mail-in offers, because if you watch the last video, where I talked about the first offer that we got from Aspire, you would see how horrible of an offer it was to turn around and get this offer, which is still not the greatest offer, but it is much better than a lot of other offers out there on the market for those who are coming back from bankruptcy or multiple collections and charge-offs and trying to rebuild their credit. All right, and it's a great no annual fee option. So with that being said, as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.